Bella, you need a grown-up to help keep you...
2026 has been a great year for horror fans. Horror franchises announced some strong new additions like Scream 7, 28 years later, The Bone Temple, and Evil Dead Burn. Plus, there were a lot of original stories as well, which brought some much-needed refreshment to Hollywood in the horror genre. Obsession made us all question the thin line between wanting somebody to love us and wanting someone obsessed with us. Hokum threatened us with an Irish witch, and Backrooms took us on a tour of liminal spaces. Now, another trailer has dropped that's already a strong contender for Best Horror Movie of the Year. Other Mommy, directed by Rob Savage and starring Jessica Chastain and Duplass, has delivered one of the most bone-chilling jump scares of the year, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the story that inspired Other Mommy. The novel behind the movie. Other Mommy is an adaptation of the 2024 novel Incidents Around the House, written by Josh Malerman, the same guy who wrote Bird Box. The story is told entirely from the perspective of a young 8-year-old girl named Bella. Bella loves her family more than anything in the world and would do anything to protect them. Her family's pretty small with only 3 people. Her mother, Mommy, her father, Dado, and her grandmother Ruth. An evil supernatural entity called Other Mommy, who looks exactly like her mother, begins haunting Bella and keeps asking her whether she can go inside Bella's heart. Bella doesn't exactly know what that means, but she doesn't trust the sinister being. Spoiler alert, we're going to be discussing the end of the novel a bit here, so if you want to read on your own, now's the time to pause the video and open the book. Still here? Then let's continue. When Bella refuses Other Mommy's request, she grows angrier and stronger. She begins taking her anger out on Bella's family. Bella's parents are facing problems of their own, as Bella's mother had been unfaithful in her marriage and her father had found out. Bella's parents have this weird habit of talking about whatever's bothering them while sitting on the edge of her bed when they believe she's asleep. Bella's not always asleep though, and she hears about their marriage problems. As these cracks begin to deepen and threaten to break Bella's idea of her family, the Other Mommy starts terrorizing them. To stop Other Mommy, Bella finally says yes to her request, but the effect of her answer spreads to her family too. Her mother's behavior begins to change, and she begins to resemble Other Mommy. The entity takes over Bella completely, and Bella's consciousness is transported to somewhere else. This is the terrifying and tragic tale of Incidents Around the House. Is there any reality to Incidents Around the House? In 2024, Elise Dumpleton had a conversation with Malerman where she asked him about the novel. When asked to describe the novel in 5 words, Malerman said, "A cold wind, no music," and honestly, that might be the best way to describe this chilling novel. Interestingly, it was a real-life incident that inspired Malerman. He explained, "I've had the idea for some 13 years. My brother told me a story similar to the first chapter about him and his wife putting their kid to bed for the night and the kid saying goodnight to Other Mommy. The little story stuck in a big way, and finally, recently, I wrote the outline on the office wall, then went for it." And I mean, he's right. Kids are weird. They do and say weird stuff. I also had a creepy experience where one of my nephews introduced me to his imaginary friends. Malerman, though, took that tiny bit of information and weaved a wonderful tale out of it. The magnificence of the trailer and what to expect from the movie. The trailer for the film starts with joyful music as we enter what appears to be a normal family home. It's afternoon, and Jessica Chastain, the mother, hangs her coat up as she enters. She had decided to spend her lunch break with her daughter, Bella. Bella hides the ice cream tub she had been eating from, but nothing misses Mommy's eyes, and she grabs it and gently chastises her for having ice cream for lunch. The lighthearted, joyful tune in the background continues as the mother asks Bella if she'd like her favorite, scrambled eggs, for lunch. Bella reminds her that they had that for breakfast, and the mother says she merely forgot about it and sets a pot of pasta on the stove. She turns to her daughter and tells her that she remembers the time when they were both one person. Bella innocently asks if she's talking about the time she was a baby in her mother's tummy. The music has now stopped, not abruptly, but that silence is getting louder. The mother asks if she knows where she was before that. There's something chilling about her smile, and suddenly, a tear escapes her left eye as she says Bella was in her heart. The pasta, long forgotten, begins to blacken, and realization dawns on the young girl's face. The mother asks the dreaded question readers of the book will surely recognize, "Can I go into your heart?" The mother's eyes grow emotionless. They're vacant and don't have that sweet human touch behind them anymore, as she tells Bella she came out of Bella's room as she seemed lonely. Tears stream down her face, but her smile remains intact. The kitchen fills with smoke, and the father takes care of the utensil that was lit ablaze. As he tries to talk to Bella, he sees other mommy beneath the table, her body twisted up in a way no human body could. He's so terrified that he falls through the glass door leading outside. Then we see a bunch of flashes of scenes from the film. The father telling the mother that someone was in the house who looked like her, Bella assuring her mother that she doesn't have to be scared as other mommy is nice, other mommy lurking about the house, Bella unable to tell her real mother apart from other mommy, and the family going through various troubles to save themselves from this mysterious being. I don't know about you, but after seeing this trailer, I think Jessica Chastain might be the new queen of horror. I mean, her acting alone in that initial scene where she goes from the normal mother to other mommy shows her prowess as an actress. Chastain is no stranger to horror, as she's already been a part of It, Chapter 2 in 2019, Crimson Peak in 2015, Mama in 2013, and Take Shelter in 2011. It's clear from her acting in this film, though, that she's gone above and beyond. If you ask me, the trailer is pretty much perfect too. Horror movie trailers very rarely show jump scares in them, as they want to save every single one for the audience that finally watches the film. The fact that there's a jump scare in this trailer means that the film is probably filled to the brim with scares, which is why the filmmakers aren't afraid of letting this one out into the open. It's set up the premise for us without really giving anything away, which is, the hallmark of a pretty good trailer. But because of this very reason, a huge argument has erupted online about how the film is going to be compared to the book. For starters, other mommy didn't look like Bella's mother's doppelganger. She did imitate or disguise herself as the mother at some points in the book, but other mommy had a completely different appearance, which was so terrifying that it made a few people go insane. The descriptions are vague, but just enough to ruin a good night's sleep. The text mentions it's blue in color, as tall as a fridge, and with eyes in the bottom of its face at times. That's nightmare fuel, right? But all the scenes in the trailer show her looking exactly like the mother, and fans are concerned this will make the entity less terrifying. Others are claiming that this is just the trailer, and we'll be seeing the actual monstrous form of this entity in the proper film. Sadly, that's all we have for you right now, but we'll be back once the film is actually released, letting you know about all the theories and how much of it was actually in the book. If you ask me, I don't think the movie is going to stick to the book's plot completely, but that's fine, as it helps maintain suspense about it. Now, I can walk into theaters with a bit of hope that Bella gets a happier ending. But what about you? Are you excited about Other Mommy and all the ways they might improve this story? Or do you think that Hollywood's going to ruin yet another book? Let us know in the comments section down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to share it with others, tap that thumbs up button, and subscribe to us to see more videos like this. We'll be back soon with more awesome stuff, but until then, stay safe out there, and thanks for watching.